Here we are, back for part 2 in what should be one of the most exciting title matches this entire season, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
There is nothing better than when Cortez Schenck is bowling Jakob Butturff. Unless he's bowling me, but I'm a little biased.
Derek, it's our Walter Ray versus Pete, it's our Roth versus Holman, and those matchups don't happen very often.
They don't.
Bowling's weird that way. You don't get 1 versus 2 very often. It's really 1 versus 1A.
Yeah, exactly. It really is.
Cortez leading points, but that's only because Jakob's busy with the ASU bowling team as well. Also might be a different story. But
absolutely fantastic shot right there to get this match back to you.
Cortez started last season ahead of Jakob in titles. Butturff took that as an insult, won 20 of them last year to peel ahead of everybody, but now Cortez has been on fire this year, and he's only 1 behind Jakob, 28 to 27. Both trying to get into the top 3 in career titles by the end of this season.
That was
not a good shot at all for Jake.
You could tell that right away, and that is going to give. What does that do? That actually makes.
Put him down 11, right?
That's gonna make him down 10.
Yeah. Depending how you add it all up there. Jakob has only struck in his first frame, since then it was 4 9s and that 8. Cortez has recovered from a 3rd frame open with a triple to take the lead.
That is.
Oh, that's just a bad break.
That's awful. I hate that so much.
It is many times harder to chop a spare than it is to throw it bad and make it.
Oh my God, I know.
That's a really annoying thing about bowling.
Oh, I had one yesterday that I swear to God, the second I threw it, I chopped it, and somehow I made it. And it's like, oh my God, I threw that so bad and still made it.
There's 12 inches between the center of each pin, and it looks, you know, from 80 feet away like there's a millimeter between them, so you always wonder how you can chop it, but it's a lot of space to do so, and unfortunately for Jakob, he found that space. Finds the pocket this time.
That is not fun.
I think well, I don't know if he has to, but he's covering an awful lot of boards, and that's not generally his A game, number 1. I just don't know if he feels that's what he has to. Obviously, he feels that's what he has to do, but
I feel like there's too much oil. But with his rev rate so high and his speed not super high, he kind of has to.
I guess so. And as a result, coming in behind the head pin a little bit there with that 7. Oh, and he misses back-to-back spares. The first one was just bad luck. That one was sloppy.
Yeah,
that was frustration from the last chop.
I completely agree.
Not good.
That is not what you want.
Sometimes happens with these much anticipated matches. We don't have a 230, 220 here. Butturff can only strike out for 201. Cortez can put the hammer down here. Whoa, in the 7th, and he does, but not in the way we thought.
Oh, yeah, obviously I thought he 3-6, so that tells you it wasn't a very good shot.
Wow. What an incredibly well-timed squasher carry from Schenck, and believe me, on the inside he'll take it, but he would have loved to like rip a double messenger there instead. But well, you know what? You got to take advantage of this break. You can pretty much ice it here if you can make it 5 in a row in the 8th.
Yeah, that's gonna make it pretty out of reach. That's a really good shot.
Oh my goodness! Looked great the whole way, and instead he almost leaves a 4-6, trips them both. And in complete control of the match.
If anything, all that shot was a touch slow. That ball is definitely online, in my opinion.
The last time these two played for a title was one of our all-time best title matches. It was way up in Washington in Endless 10th. And Tez got the last 3 or 4 to force the Endless 10th, and then in the roll-off, Tez left the nastiest ring in 10 we saw all day.
Oh my! It made me want to cry.
Tez said himself he's watched that ball about 500 times on the video and still doesn't know how that ball didn't carry.
Unbelievable.
That was one of the best ever. Looks like it's going to be revenge here. Now Jakob only getting the 190s, and
Tez
keep it on the lane.
Yeah, he could probably throw it. Whoa, and he makes a big move. I don't know why he wouldn't at least try and do something, but all right.
I always wonder that about you high-level bowlers, when you throw like the garbage ball or the fill ball 20 boards left or right, and
they always strike.
Isn't that worse though, knowing what could have been? That's like chasing the river after or looking at the river after you already folded. You don't want to know that you had a better look.
Yeah.
Do you?
Not really.
No, I don't want to move 80 boards right and strike.
Oh, if I throw this ball here rather than where I was, I'm going to average 250?
I don't want to know that.
Well, shoot, I only averaged 210.
I want to know I made the exact right decision and just got outscored, period.
That is very true. And
well, here we go. After years of battling back and forth, they are tied 28 titles each.
God, I remember when I had more than them. What the
With
heck?
that win, as I started this morning with, by the way, Tez now has twice as many titles as years he's been on the planet.
That's insane.
Think about that, folks.
And that was a ball change to throw a 7-bagger, everybody.
Well, the squasher sealed it, but it was really that second misspare from Butturff. It just took all the wind out of
Everyone's seeing Butturff throw it normal as he...
Well, that'll teach you. Oh! What the weirdest 367 conversions you'll ever see. That's actually oh, come on! Well, I guess that counts as versatility. My goodness.
That doesn't count as fire.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my.
Certainly the versatility shown there, but hats off from Tez as he pulled a 240 game out of nowhere.
251.
251 out of nowhere.
Incredible mystery score number.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's 28 all. 28 all. Bring it on for the next 2 years. Bring it on to the next 2 years. See what happens. Great stuff here from Tucson Bowl. We'll do it all over again next week up in Vegas.